If you like champions to do a ton of damage and have utility on top of it, she's really good for you. Welcome back to the channel. All right, buffed Gamora is pretty incredible. I tested her on stream, came away incredibly, thoroughly impressed. Took her to rank 3 on my live account because I like her that much, and she does a lot of things. But one thing in particular stood out to me was by just playing her, you become a miscounter. She just can't miss when she has 8 buffs, and it's not that hard to get up 8 buffs. We're gonna do a quick video here showing her in day 5 of map 8, AQ map 8, against some very intense miss nodes. And then if this video does well, or honestly probably going to anyway because I enjoy playing her, gonna get out more videos on her, the incredible damage, these sorts of things. So let's go ahead and jump into this. You can see faltering mine. There's ebb and flow intercept, which is really gonna screw with her damage, but you're gonna see she's gonna be just fine. And then this arrogance, so like every 10 hits, I'm gonna get this falter on me. There is a crossfight that would really help me out, but I intentionally chose not to use it in this. So here we go. I just want you to see this where I have a variety of fights showing particular parts of her utility and repeatedly just being able to not miss, right? It's a passive falter anyway, so it's not like we're shrugging that or anything like that. So there's the heavy. You land the heavy to refresh your personal buffs. So we're already at 8 Furies and the Cruelties there together. I do like ending in light until the Furies get really far ahead, in which case then I do sometimes go back to the medium. But getting your Furies up does make a lot of sense to me. Now, this special was thrown with the protection down, so that damage was increased because I had that massive Fury and the protection was down. But I want you to keep an eye on this as we go through this. We're gonna look at 4 fights. You're gonna see damage is not a problem for this young lady, this green woman here. And then the Godslayer strike, right? The awakened ability, we'll show it in the SP2. It comes in really big in the next fight, how helpful it is to throw that SP2 with that Godslayer strike and the benefits come off of it. So here we go. I do not think I get another intercept on this node or in this fight. Let's see. Nope. Look at this. That's with the protection up. That was like the final 15% of Miles' health gone. Bam, bye, see you later. Protection was up, doesn't help him. Wasn't that protective, I guess. Now, this fight against Captain Marvel, there was a long lag, so I had to edit that out. But it was about 180,000 health. I'm gonna play very poorly in the beginning here. And I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes we all play poorly, right? But the cool thing that comes out from this is it's gonna give us an opportunity to show a couple of things. One is how much Gamora can recover from poor play. And then 2, how long the armor breaks are and how potent they are off of her SP2. So here we go. I'm busy trying to, I don't know what I was doing there. That was a nice whiff. But I'm busy trying to bait the SP1 from Captain Marvel. I don't like the SP2. I don't really know how to evade it very well. So it's gonna get me into some trouble here, right? I'm sure you've all done this. You're going against an AI that just doesn't want to throw the specials. You're getting backed up. These things happen. And as a result of that, I'm not hitting her, which means I'm not getting the buffs that I need to get the anti-miss counter there with Gamora, right? So here we go. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna throw my SP2. I hadn't thrown one yet, which means it's a Godslayer strike, meaning armor break debuffs during this attack gain 50% potency, so they're even more potent, plus 60% duration. Watch how much time goes by until I'm able to really start doing true attacks, because I'm still trying to bait these specials. This is a long time. This is a long, long time. And then what it does is it gives me the opportunity to go in and take advantage of them. Keep in mind, she has protection still up when you're seeing those numbers there. We get that intercept, and then look at this. The armor breaks are still up. They were still up. The basic attacks do the nice damage there. So you're seeing some pretty solid numbers, right? This is very normal for her though. This is very normal Gamora. Protection's up. We throw our SP1, doesn't matter. Captain Marvel down, done, don't come back. If you like champions to do a ton of damage and have utility on top of it, she's really good for you. Here we go. Now, Hercules. I know one of the concerns with Gamora, and it's a real concern. I understand, especially for those of us who've been playing the game so long. There was an era where debuff immune nodes were very common, very common. So champions who relied on debuffs or the need to stun was a real negativity. It's not as big a deal. We've come way off of that, but it's still a thing. So here we are against Hercules. I think we're only gonna be able to land like 2 stuns. And additionally, I'm not gonna always know exactly when I'm gonna be able to do it, right? He gets those feats of strength, and when that happens, he goes stun immune. So I just landed there 1, but I'm gonna knock him down. He's gonna get another feat of strength. There we go. So he's stun immune right now. But look at how many of my own buffs I've been able to accumulate just by playing the game, just by hitting him with lights and mediums, the nice damage is coming off of it. It's a little difficult because of the ebb and flow intercept, but I don't want to overstate her damage. But you're seeing how much damage she's doing while protection is still up. It's plenty. And I think I'm going to get like a long form one in for you too, so that you can see how big her damage can actually ramp. We'll go out and we'll take like Star-Lord and Labyrinth of Legends or something like that. So here we go. I mean, this is it. There's no massive crazy tricks. That was a special with protection up, 9 Furies, 5 Cruelties. There's nothing special going on here as far as my gameplay. I think that's very clear. And that's part of what I love about her. That's why I'm showing you these fights over and over, so you can get a sense of this. If you've got Gamora, she's well worth ranking. So we're just going to wait out Herc's immortality here. And we're going to take on one more defender who I don't particularly like fighting for a couple different reasons. And we'll go ahead and take on Professor X as soon as this fight is over. There we go. And you saw consistently between like 9 and 12 buffs without landing many heavies, just consistently doing it by playing her. So here we go. This is Professor X, 100, not a ton of health, but this is, comparable for AQ and obviously War. This bob and weave, this is going to allow him to land critical hits through our block. So when we do need to block, which I know, again, concern with her, right? Her armor, block proficiency, that sort of stuff. She's a female champion, and Kabam tends to not give them a lot of those two things. But here we are. We're seeing the hits doing fine. She's blocking fine. I mean, how many fights are you actually taking with her in a quest, right? There we go. I mean, quests are about like 6 fights long. I now need to get to the 8 buffs. So we've got 6 there. I do believe the dexterity buff counts. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure. So now we're up to 7. And then as soon as I get to 8, we do not need to worry about it at all. So we'll go ahead and punish. And I just don't like fighting Professor X. You can't parry his, I think it's his first light attack. And then his having that like personal falter mechanic, it's just another bar that I need to watch and stuff like that. I don't really enjoy it. So having a champion who just flat out can't miss, I think is a really big deal. It's not quite as big of a pain or a problem as like an evade is right now, but so many of us have gotten used to evaders because we've played against them for so long. And miss is clearly something that's coming into this game more and more, not just defender capabilities, but also in nodes. I chose to go ahead and go to the SB3. You don't need to do it. There's no reason to do it for this fight besides to show that shock. That shock is not doing nothing, and I believe it is doubled against robots, and she can shut down robots with the Nebula synergy. And then also that is applying that true strike, which, yes, is really helpful against auto block and evade, but also is ignoring armor and resistances for nodes or defenders who have a lot of that. Keep that in mind. Not that hard to get to. As I've played Spider-Man 99 more and more, I've gotten used to having utility off of the SP3 and getting used to going to it and then utilizing it. I really love this champion. If you have her on your roster already, consider ranking her up, go through all the things she can do, play her, and I think you'll find that there is a lot in what appears to be a relatively basic kit for today's game. There's a ton of utility and a ton of damage, and the flow of this champion is really, really good. Let me know what you're thinking, how you're feeling, or if you disagree, if you agree, and definitely if you want to see more videos on her, because I think I'm going to make them. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I hope you either learned something, were entertained, or even better, a little bit of both. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.